What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. Now, it's the first Smackdown of 2021, so will the WWE start things off with a bang or a whimper? Join us now as we analyze this week's edition of Smackdown, as well as the wildest wrestling news stories and rumors you need to know, including Mick Foley testing positive for COVID, a heartwarming Brodie Lee Jr. video, WWE is no longer hoarding talent, a returning Diva, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. As always, we won't recap the show, but just provide you with the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. As always, we start off with the good as number 1, Apollo Crews' challenge. Newly crowned Intercontinental Champion Big E is likely to have plenty of challenges for his new title, but thankfully, it appears that King Corbin isn't one of them. Whew, that would have been a dud. Instead, Apollo Crews appears to be gunning for Big E's title. Now, don't get us wrong, King Corbin is a good talent, but Crews seems like a better challenger. His mix of power wrestling, submission moves, and high-flying maneuvers makes him the perfect performer to challenge Big E for the title. Now, although it was a short run, Crews' reign as United States Champion shows he has a lot to offer, and last night's promo where he said anything goes when it comes to titles suggests Big E better be careful when he has his one-on-one with him. Now, don't count out a heel turn by Crews, as he does whatever he has to do in order to secure another singles championship. Number 2, a twist on a time-honored tradition. Wrestlers fighting in the crowd is a tradition as old as the industry itself, but what happens when there are no live crowds to fight amongst? Just as it's done throughout the pandemic, the WWE has improvised, making the best of the situation. Last night's Smackdown saw Kevin Owens battling Jey Uso, with their match spilling out into the crowd. Well, the virtual crowd, that is. While there were no fans present, Owens and Uso got up close and personal with the screens, with KO even throwing Jey into the screen and going for a dive off the screens until Roman Reigns made his inevitable run-in. I don't know about you, but I got some Smackdown Just Bring It vibes just then. Number 3, Billie Kay is a riot. The Iconics may be finished as a tag team, but Billie Kay hasn't lost a step as a comedy character, showing the same hilarity she did during her run with Peyton Royce. It's uncertain what the future holds for Kay, but the WWE should think about using her as a manager. Kay has plenty of personality and would likely do well in helping getting wrestlers over. Number 4, Daniel Bryan lets loose. Daniel Bryan was rocking some moves last night during his tag team match with Otis, not only for showing the technical skills that have won him so many championships, but emulating Otis by shaking his hips like a salt shaker. Seeing Bryan have some fun in the ring was a nice touch, and it did nothing to detract from his character, instead showing his sense of humor without him looking like a goof. Or maybe you did think he looked like a goof. I don't know, personal preferences. By the way, was Teddy Long booking last night's Smackdown? How many tag matches did we get? Number 5, Smackdown superstars honor Mr. Brodie Lee. Now, whilst WWE have released their own tribute video of Mr. Brodie Lee, aka Luke Harper, and they also put up a graphic on last night's Smackdown as well as Raw, WWE superstars and personnel found different ways to pay their respects to the beloved superstar. Corey Graves incorporated Big Rig, one of Lee's nicknames, into commentary, while WWE kayfabe official Adam Pearce said, "You know what that means," into a backstage segment. Black Brodie armbands were on display with Big E, Sasha Banks, Bayley, Daniel Bryan, and Cesaro wearing them. And in the ring, Otis hit a discus lariat, a trademark Brodie Lee move, while Cesaro used Luke Harper's sidewalk slam during his tag match. Backstage, new Intercontinental Champion Big E cut a promo where he noted the congratulations he received from people from Rome to Rochester, New York being Brodie Lee's hometown, and mentioned greetings from Amanda's and Nolan's, Brodie's wife and youngest son. Big E even referenced Brodie's favorite hockey team, the Toronto Maple Leafs, during his promo, and wore a Bludgeon Brothers shirt when he did his promo. Big E didn't stop there, saying yeah during his match against King Corbin, and even WWE's Twitter account made a subtle nod to Brodie, as Cage Side Seats noted the account posting a clip from the Banks Belair vs Bayley Carmella tag match with the message, SmackDown Women's Champion Sasha Banks has encountered an obstacle in this tag team match, a negative one. But whilst that was the good, what about the bad is number 1, and pretty much this is all we got, spoiling Sonya's return. Sonya Deville is back on SmackDown. Did she run in and attack Sasha Banks, challenging for the SmackDown Women's Championship? Nope. Did she make an open challenge saying she's ready for anyone from the blue brand? Nope. Did they save a potentially powerful comeback for the Royal Rumble? Nope. Now that doesn't mean that we're not happy to see Sonya Deville back, but so much potential gone down the drain. Now, there was nothing ugly about last night's show. The Roman Reigns and Jey Uso weekly beatdowns on Kevin Owens' storyline is getting tired, but we are hopeful that the WWE has a payoff coming soon. In fact, it's still good to see Kevin Owens at least be on television. The rest of the show was surprisingly solid, and while it didn't forward many storylines, it did seem like the blue brand was treading water. What did you guys think of Smackdown? Let us know in the comments down below. Now let's move on to the news. Now our first story looks at Mick Foley testing positive for COVID. The coronavirus continues to affect the world as WWE Hall of Famer Mick Foley has tested positive for the virus. Mrs. Foley's baby boy posted a video on Twitter with the following message.
Hey everyone, this is Mick Foley with the news that I did test positive for coronavirus following a virtual signing on December 12th, and I've been stuck in a hotel room by myself for the past 18 days. But it's bad stuff, and I hope all of you will take it very seriously. There's a vaccine and better days on the horizon, but there's still some tough days ahead. So please continue to wear your masks, social distance, avoid travel if you can, and hopefully we'll look back on 2021 as a much better year.
Now we'd like to wish Mick Foley a full and fast recovery. Next up, WWE superstars opting not to sign new deals. A number of WWE superstars have been approached about signing new deals with the promotion, but a surprising number of wrestlers have opted not to sign. Wondering why? Well, to quote Vince McMahon, it's all about the money. Not that long ago, the WWE was throwing big money contracts for wrestlers to stay, often with mid-card acts getting megabucks if they agreed to 5-year deals. Obviously, the WWE's modus operandi was to keep its stars from going to rival promotion AEW, but that doesn't seem to be as big a deal as before, as seen when the WWE released a number of stars last year on April 15th, including individuals it had signed to big deals. Now, Fightful Select reports that WWE is offering far less money than it has in the past, and wrestlers see no reason to sign new deals right now. For the time being, they seem content working the rest of their deals and see if the WWE changes its offers as business hopefully returns to normal. One star who seems to be happy with the WWE's contract cash is Matt Riddle, as according to Fightful Select, the WWE offered a contract for Riddle to renew, but he passed on the initial offer, only tentatively accepting after the WWE sent a counteroffer. According to Dave Meltzer, it's believed the WWE was throwing a 3-year deal at the Ultimate Bro with a $400,000 annual guarantee and a $50,000 per show bonus for the promotion's Saudi Arabia shows. In any event, even a big money deal is no guarantee of a steady payday for WWE superstars. Thanks to the WWE's sketchy contract clauses, wrestlers are stuck working in the company as long as their contract states, unless they want to release them, in which the promotion can ignore the contract length and future endeavor them to their heart's content. Next up, the first person to receive a vaccine in the WWE is a ringside doctor. Dr. Chris Amand, the WWE senior ringside physician, has received the first of 2 vaccination shots against the coronavirus. Dr. Amand confirmed this on Twitter. There's no word if the WWE asked Amand to get the shot or if he was just one of many healthcare workers who have been vaccinated. While the rollout for the various COVID-19 vaccines has gone slower than anticipated in the US, this has to be seen as a good thing for the WWE. Next up, social media scumbag alert. There's disgusting news concerning a Twitter account purporting to belong to Brodie Lee's son, Brodie Lee Jr. AEW was made aware of the phony account and tweeted, "If there is ever an official/real account for anyone else associated with AEW, it would be promoted and followed by AEW. Beware of individuals pretending to be members of the Huber family." Brodie Lee's wife Amanda Huber took to Instagram to warn fans and to vent, "Brodie has no social media accounts. This is so weird and just gross. Never in his life Brodie called me mommy, and it's bizarre to read. Please, if you feel yourself creating a fake account for an 8-year-old for attention, please go to therapy and get the help you need. I'm serious. Therapy is amazing and world-changing. It's changed my life personally. Also, this isn't okay." It should go without saying that this type of behavior is both disgusting and reprehensible. Next up, a former Diva update. A former WWE superstar, Eva Marie, has been back in the WWE for several months now, but she has yet to appear on television. Now there's some more news about the Rowdy Redhead's return, with Fightful Select noting Marie was backstage at the 14th December Raw, reportedly cutting promos. She's also scheduled for next week's Raw Legends show, but hasn't been advertised. However, PW Insider is also reporting that while Marie has been at the Performance Center a number of times, she has not been placed on any brand yet. Another rumor going around is that Eva Marie will be revealed as Angel Garza's secret fan. And finally, Brodie Lee Jr. pins Adam Cole. Last but not least, Adam Cole is considered one of NXT's top performers, but even he was no match for Brodie Lee Jr. Cole's fiancée Dr. Britt Baker recently posted a video online of Brodie Lee's 8-year-old son battling Adam Cole at an unknown social event, with Cole counting the lights after Brodie Jr. clotheslined him for the win.
Oh no, I'm scared.
That's it. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, he's done.
Now, as sad as Brodie's passing was, it's heartwarming to see how the wrestling community has rallied up to help the big man's family. But there you have it, guys, our review of Smackdown, as well as the wildest wrestling news, stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram and Facebook for exclusive lists, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.